the spiel.
Okay. So, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you are ready.
Just know that will better get us. Oh shit!
I got it.
Okay.
Here, I'll hold on to it actually, because I'm proud of this.
You're proud of that purchase.
I'm proud of my purchasing skills.
Okay. What's up, YouTube? Griever and Arleen here, and we're back for part 2, or maybe 3. I don't know how we're numbering this because...
Part blank of blank.
Yes, it's part blank of Starfire build. So this particular episode is episode 4, and we're going to work on making the collar and neck piece thing. So we've decided we're not going to do the 10mm foam like we originally thought we were going to. So we're going to have to make a trip over to Joann's, get some stuff, and see what we can come up with. Okay, so we just finished at Joann's. Spent a lot of money. Well, some people spent more money than others, but...
Look, it was all necessary.
It really was. That's the one thing is, if you're gonna go for quality's gotta cost.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a stickler for not perfection, but accuracy. We'll say accuracy.
Yeah.
And also because that resin that we bought is gonna last us for many projects.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like it's a just for one use thing.
Yeah.
We can use it for multiple things.
Yeah. So we got some resin. Because I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know what of the trip in the store I'm actually going to put, but as a recap, we picked up some resin, we picked up a little paint palette thingy to mold said gems in, found out we can use food coloring to actually dye or color the resin. So, oh my god, where are all these people coming from?
The world? Their mothers?
Peeing in my ass, that's what it is. But yeah, we got all that stuff to make said gems or have that stuff back at my house. And we also picked up some stuff for a future project, which is the fabric for my cloak for my hunter.
Yay!
So that's going to be really cool. But
that'll be many, many months in the future.
Oh yeah, that's far going project.
Sorry, Comic-Con's coming first. I just had a thought. We can use the whole entire system that we just did for my gems for Raven's gems.
This is true.
Yo! We need red food coloring. Call Denise.
I think we have red. If we have green, we should have red.
Yay! Now I don't have to blow my brains out trying to find that. Now I just need a good mold for that, though.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big.
Yeah, those are gonna be. Yeah, those are big, and they're also different size too.
So yay! So see, multi-purpose.
See?
Always reuse and recycle, people. What's the slogan?
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
There you go. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's what we do here.
So, I'm going to end our little field trip here, and we will see you back at the shop. Okay, so we're back from Joann's. Oh my god, that was such a quick trip. I can't believe it.
It was magical, honestly. We had so much.
It was. It was like we never actually left. But we got some 3mm craft foam now. So the initial plan is going to be trying to figure this part out, which is fitting it kind of like around like this and then foaming it. Yeah, so this is it. This is how you do it. But no. What we're going to do is we're going to layer the pieces and clasp them with magnets. So we're going to layer them like this, where this will be the front, this will be the back.
That way you can't see the seam from the front of the shoulder.
And then we're just going to have to figure out how we're going to do the actual kind of, I guess, collar choker part of it and see where that goes.
Much like with the bracers, it's going to be quite a bit of trial and error. We do have a few different blueprint ideas in our head about maybe separating the neck part from the shoulder portion. We're just gonna wing it and see what makes it.
Yeah, I have actually did so that unlike the last episode, we actually had a semblance of what we were doing. If you hear odd noises in the background, those are my children who do not understand the word quiet.
I do not even know it.
Stop it. Andrew's going to love this part.
Oh, he's going to love it.
Yeah. But I did some, I guess you can say, practice during the week, where I was testing how to heat foam the larger portions of the foam and even a little bit of gluing. And obviously, yes, I know this seam looks like poo, but this was just more practice to make sure I could get it to work right. And I did. I figured it out. But this was kind of figured to be a little too thick.
Because the thing is with Starfire is it does kind of go to the very tip of her shoulder. And when you move your arm, you know, this entire portion does move. So we needed a foam that had the thickness that still had that flexibility. But again, still that armor texture that we needed.
Yeah, so we decided we're going to try it with some 3mm foam to see if maybe that might work out better. But if not, we do have the fallback of the 10mm, which I actually was originally planning for that, and I have that already kind of in my head.
But I'm particular. I know I'm in pain. I what's the word? Accept? Yeah, I accept full responsibility.
Arleen.exe has failed. And so basically we're going to try the 3mm first. If that doesn't work, we'll try and do something with the 10mm. So
let's get started.
Yep. So now we're going to probably heat form this around Arleen's neck to try and get it to fit properly and see where it goes from there.
Yay!
And hopefully not have to redo all of this in 10mm. But if not, I have a plan. She doesn't like the plan because she doesn't know the plan. Because she won't let me tell her the plan. But I have a plan.
I'm so done. So, do you even want to post this video at all?
Well, no, this is going to be incorporated into the other one.
Oh, okay.
That opening was too good to waste.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic.
Okay, so we've realized we've screwed up and screwed up royally. The 3mm sheets that we had can work. They're just too small for the size we need, we would need something along the lines of this, which is like a 24-inch by 24-inch 10mm foam.
But it's too thick. It makes me look
thick.
like I'm wearing the cone of shame, even when it's this way.
Yeah, so there's that. So
we tried. We made a beautiful back piece. We will have to use this piece
right. Or
for something else because it's too beautiful of a back piece to.
It's either that, or we're gonna have to figure out how to kind of take this pattern and then just make it into or apply it to the bigger sheet, and then that should hopefully work. And we've had some hiccups in the road, but we know what we're doing now.
To give you guys the quick summation, so when we did the gem video, that was the tail end of the night. The beginning and the entire day was a complete failure. The entire day was just a bad day.
Yeah.
So we tried doing the chest piece the same way we did the bracers, by kind of casting my chest area, cutting it off, tracing in foam, and then trying to mold it with a heat gun. But the way that you warp the foam around my neck to my shoulders, it wasn't working out. And then we tried with 10mm foam, but that wasn't working out either. And so I went out and I bought 200 square feet of 3mm foam. And James has been wonderful enough to do some tests, kind of going based off of our failures and taking the good ideas, and came up with a nice idea that we'll show you guys.
Obviously, this is not to scale, but taking the 3mm foam that we did have, and the reason that it wasn't working out was we had come to the determination that it was 2 foot by 1 foot sheets that we had gotten at Joann's, and while the length was okay, the width was not. So it was kind of hard to work the two pieces together, which is hence why giant roll. But you are just so proud of that.
I am so proud. $50 at Walmart. So happy.
So what I did was I took some of the scrap 3mm sheets that we had and came up with basically this mock-up design, which is half of it is going to be the curl up for the neck piece. Obviously, yes, this is jagged and looks like crap, but this was more just proof of concept of how it would work. And then the other part, which is the fold down, which is this part. And we decided to kind of go in a two-part perspective on this because as I was doing my test, I realized doing this and this on the same sheet was screwing up one or the other. So what we're going to do is we're just going to contact cement the two together to make one cohesive piece. And it is also going to wrap around so that there's only one seam in the back.
Rather than the two seam that we originally were thinking on with shoulders. So that way it'll actually make it easier to put on as well.
Yeah.
So now we're actually going to take all of our failures, our successes, and actually hopefully make something today.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
None of those more jinxing stuff that I keep doing. Knock on wood 5,000 times.
Yes.
Alright, let's get going.
start, I must say.
It's just a matter of... That's actually...
You would just call that and done.
Think we're good. We don't even need the second piece.
Just start folding it down.
Yeah, it's just... Think we're good. Did we really make this? We might have planned this out way more complicated.
We might have.
Because that's actually not. It's just the back. We have a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
But that's going to be good for obviously the Velcro. But
that
does not look half bad.
Do we want to start maybe forming it down a little bit?
You want to do that tonight or another night?
Only 9:30.
It's only 9:30. Screw it. Let's go for it. So as I explained in my skirt video, as like we measured my waist and did the radius of a circle. Well, I'm not a circle. I am an oval in the middle. So I guess it's essentially the same thing here. My neck isn't perfectly round. So again, always cut before you have extra foam.
This is a lot of happy accidents. So
we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Long story short, whenever you're doing calculations and stuff, always make sure you have more foam than less foam, and you'll get happy accidents like this, where it just turns out.
It's much overlap, which I think is hysterical.
But it fits my shoulders perfectly.
Yeah.
And
honestly, it
like
will...
put up reference photo here. It's like the exact same kind of shape she has. It's a little bit higher, but it's a cartoon.
And also, it kind of fits the gem almost perfectly.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy I found that paint kit there. I was like, that's like the perfect size.
Alright, so it looks like...
This is not going to be a multi-video as we expected.
Yeah, so it looks like, with the exception of just trimming that piece off, Starfire's chest plate is done. So...
well, not done. The form is done.
The forming is done, much like the bracers. So, I guess the next video is going to be putting on the trim and then plastadippy and painting it.
Yeah.
I said plastadippy. But
I make like little indentations for our gems that we made, and
or even just see if we can just make little circle cutouts and just do those on it.
Yeah.
So, that's it. So, thank you everyone for watching this one. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, throw us a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let's hear if you learned of happy little accidents while working on stuff.
Just leave a like for sheer dumb luck.
There you go. Leave a like for sheer dumb luck. And don't forget to click that little bell icon so YouTube will actually notify people when we actually upload this silliness.
I don't know why. It's the instant I hear the word silliness, like my tongue is just like, come out. I don't know why. It's I don't know why.
So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Later.